Right, good morning YouTube and welcome to my channel, Jules Craft Room. I'm Julie and today is week 5 of the Sada Summer Picnic Cow. I'm going to break this up into 2 parts. The first part will be the gingham squares and the second part will be joining them together and adding the fruit. So so this is what I've done so far. I've done 3 so far. And I'm going to turn you around now and I'm going to go through slowly another one of these, because you need 4 of each colour. Right, so we're going to start off with a slip knot, and we're using the Lagoon Blue, and this is what we're making. And we start off with 29 chain, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 29 chain. And then you're going to do a half treble into the 3rd chain from the hook. So that will be 1, 2, 3. That'll be that one there. And I'm just picking up the first loop there. As this is, normally you'd pick up the 2 of the V stitches, but when I'm starting off into a chain, I just pick up the first loop. It is so much easier. And then your first half treble. Then you do another half treble and you start your 3rd half treble, but you don't finish it off. So you've got 3 loops on the hook and then you join your white. And I like to join with a slip knot because I worry about it coming undone. And then you do 3 half trebles in the white, changing colour on the last one. And what you are doing, you're pulling, so you're catching the threads. So you're catching the blue lagoon and that little short bit of the white to keep it all tidy. And you do 2 half trebles, and then the 3rd one you're going to change back to the blue lagoon. And what I do, I tend to keep one to the back of me when I'm doing 2 colours and 1 to the front. And if I'm doing 3 colours, then I would have 1 to the other side. So I've got the blue lagoon to the back of me, so it's here to the back of me, and the white forward. And then we do 3 in the blue lagoon, half trebles in the blue lagoon. That's a bit fiddly because we're trying to weave in that extra bit of white. Once that's done, it'll be a lot quicker. And then on that last half treble, that 3rd half treble, we change back. Now you can see how you could get tangled. Bring the blue lagoon to the front. Like that. And then hold it along there so that you can weave it in. And then hold that to the back and change, weaving in as you go along. 1, 2, bring that to the front. And you continue like this all the way along to the end. I'll see you at the end. Right, so when you get to the end of row 1, that's what it should look like. And if you turn it round, you can see there. I just need to cut this one off because that's where I've weaved it in. Right, so for row 2, we turn. Try not to get too tangled. Also, as row 1, that is the our right side, so I like to put a marker in so I know it's the right side. So it's my marker. Right, so we turn. Now I carry the white, even though we finished there with the white. You could leave it there and then you could pick it up, but I find that if you do that, especially when you're doing colours, you'd get a line. So I like to keep my carrying all at the edge there, and then I catch it. If I show you one of my first one I did, you can see there's the odd one that I didn't catch. But now I catch them in and you can't see them at the side there very well. So, yeah. So I like to carry it right to the end. So now, keeping the white to the front and keeping the lagoon blue to the side of me. So you do 2 chain, then you pick up this one to weave it in, and you're picking it up at the back so that if anything's seen, it's at the back. So weaving in the white as we go. Then bringing this forward here out the way, picking up the white to change colour. Then bringing that forward so you can catch it as you go along. White to the back. Now the lagoon. That there. It's just a matter of giving it a little pull so that if there is any looseness in there, it's tidied up. Otherwise you might have bulging white in between your green stitches, and vice versa with the lagoon. Give the little lagoon a little pull, and you do that all the way along to the end, and I'll see you at the end of row 2. So when you get to the end of row 2, you turn, and we're now on back on our right side, and we're going to join the bluebell. So I like to join with a slip knot. 2, and I'm carrying the lagoon blue. Now I'm not cutting off the white. I don't cut the white off. I'm what I'll do is when we finish the 2 bluebell rows here, I will join the white up here, and it will have a thread go in there that you can see, but it will be all pulled in and hidden when you do the edging. So remember the 2 chain at the start doesn't count as a stitch. And then when you've done the 3 bluebell ones, you're changing. So I'm keeping the bluebell to the front there. The white I'm not using. So I can throw that down that side of me in the corner, out the way. Bring that to the front. And weaving in the end. And the lagoon blue at the same time. And you carry on doing this all the way to the end, and you do get quicker once you get into a rhythm of which way to put the threads. It does get quicker. And once you've got one done, and you can look at the picture, and really you don't need to follow the pattern. You can just follow the picture of the one you've already done. Right, so I'm going to go along there, finish row 3, and then I'll turn, and then I'll finish row 4, and I'll show you how I join the white when I change colour again. Right, so that's the end of row 4, that's the back, and then we turn, and this is the front, and we're going to start again using the lagoon blue and the white. So pick up the lagoon blue, pull the bluebell tight, and then do 2, and then you're carrying the white because you're not using the blue now. You're going to carry the white like that. And then you change, and then you're using the white. And that's the start of row 5. And as you can see, I've got this white bit here. Now when you do your edging, I just pull that in, as you can see there, and it's not really that noticeable. It's done all the way along, and it saves cutting it and using extra, because the white, a lot of people have said they've run out of white as well. So the less you can cut it and weave it tie it off and what have you, the less thread you're using. So yeah, so that is, so now you will do 2 rows of this combination, and then you'll do another 2 rows of this, and as you can see, you end up doing 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of the bluebell and the lagoon combination, and 5 rows of the lagoon blue and the white combination. So carry on, and when you get to the end, we'll come back and I'll show you how to edge it. Right, so when you get to the end of the repeat, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. There should be 5 of with the white in, and just 4 with the bluebell in. And now we're going to edge it. And I always put a stitch marker at the front so I know which is the right side. And with the right side facing you, we are now going to do, half trebles all the way along. So you do a 2 chain, which doesn't count as a stitch, and then you do a half treble into each of the next 27 stitches. So that'll be into the bottom of this one where you did your 2 chain, and you do a half treble all the way along to the corner in the top of every stitch, and I'll see you at the corner. Right, so when you get to the corner, you've done your last half treble into that last stitch, then you do 2 chain, and then you do another half treble into that same stitch, and that is your corner. And now you need to do 27 stitches along here. So you really need to do 3 into each colour. So 3 half trebles into each colour. So we've done 1 at the corner here. So the next one you'll do approximately here, trying to pick up 2 threads. And then the next one, and when you get to here, you want to collect where you've got the change of colour at the back there, so you can pick it up and hide it. So that will be my 3 stitches, and then 3 in the blue, so approximately in the middle there, and then again when you get to here you want to pick up that bit of green, can be a bit fiddly, but it's worth it in the end because it hides it all as you go along. And that's my next 3 in there, and that's what you're doing. You're going along and you're doing 3 in each one, and you're picking up the bits that where you've joined them, because I didn't cut the thread, and you'll do the same up this bit here. So yes, so carry on down here and I'll see you at the corner. Right, so when you get to the second corner, you can see I've done my stitches and I've tried to pick up any loose bits at the back, any ends. Now you've got this end here where you started, and I've done 1 half treble into there, so I'm now going to do 2 chain and another half treble into the same corner space like that, and then you do a half treble in every stitch along here. And I'm picking up that loose end as I go along as well. Like that. Right, so you carry on going around there and I'll meet you at that corner. Right, so when you get to the end here, this is the last edge, You've done your half treble in there, so you do 2 chain, you do another half treble into that last stitch, and then you're going to do 3 stitches in each of these blocks, picking up these ends, and weaving in these bits and pieces. So that counts as one, so then you're doing another one here, then another one here, and then 3 in the blue, picking up the white at the back there as you go along. This is the fiddliest row because you're picking up quite a bit. So 1, 2, 3. Pick up that white. This 1. 2. 3. And you carry on doing that all the way along, and you're picking up these bits as you go along, and you should do 3 in each of the different colours, and I'll see you at the end. Right, so when you get to the end, you do your 2 chain, and then you slip stitch into the top of your first half treble, like that, and then you fasten off. And then you need to make 4 of these, which I have done. 4 of these, and then 4 of the other colours that are in the pattern. I think it's the green and the pink. And then we have to put them together. So I'm going to go off and do my other squares, and then I'll see you in part 2 where we join them together.